Hello, folks. Wednesday evening, right? Well, what we're gonna do here today is a dish which I made. I think I made it last week or the week before. It's called Mofongo. You go to these Latino restaurants and you find this thing called Mofongo. And what basically it is, it's smashed plantain, green plantains, and plantains are like this. They come from the same family as the banana, but you can't eat them. You gotta cook them. So these are plantains, plátanos. And you fry these when they're nice and green. You fry them, you smash them, you put garlic in them, you put pork chicharron inside. And nowadays, actually, they make different ones. They make shrimp mofongo, they make cheese mofongo. They even make this thing called trifongo. I didn't know what the hell that was. I went to a restaurant and I asked the guy, what the hell is a trifongo? Three. It's got yuca, which is cassava, sweet plantain, and the green plantain. It was and they smash it all together, and it's delicious. So, and then you cook some broth. You make some broth or some sauce, because it's kind of dry, and it's delicious. It's a delicious dish. It's fulfilling, and you eat it sometimes with pork chops, fried pork meat. I'm eating it with ribs. I got 2 ribs left over. I think 2 or 3 from the other day. I'm gonna eat that with it. So I'm gonna start peeling these plátanos. Okay, and I want to show you how it's done, just in case you've never had the pleasure of opening up a plátano. Okay, so here we go. What are we doing? Okay, we're gonna get our knife. Okay, so let's zoom in here. Okay, so I cut the tips off. Okay, and if you have a problem peeling these things, you can always run them underneath hot water, warm water, and they'll open right up. Okay, so I'm cutting a slit down here. Okay, okay, and we are going to open this up. I'm using a knife that's not sharp. This is my mother. This belonged to my mother, so it's been passed down. Oh, this thing is so old. Okay, so it doesn't cut anymore. So it's like a butter knife, and you can use a butter knife. You can use the tip of a spoon, and what have you. So the mofongo itself is like a dish, and you can have mofongo by itself, but you can always have it with some kind of meat. A salad, lettuce and tomato. In the restaurant, they give it to you with a portion of meat, and they give you lettuce and tomatoes on the side, and it's good. Ugh, my hand hurts. I had surgery not too long ago, so my left hand is, I don't have the strength that I had before, even though I went to therapy. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut these like in little wheels, about an inch and an inch or so. Okay. I'm going to continue to do this. I'm going to be using 3 plantains because they are kind of small, and so I'm going to do the same thing to these. And you already seen how I did it. I cut the tips off, I peel it, and I'm going to go to a commercial break. Okay, I'm going to go to a commercial break, and then I'll show you how this is done. We'll say, okay, folks. So what I'm doing now, I put this in water, some cold water, and some salt. Okay, and I just want to, a little bit more salt. I want to brine them, okay? Because these plantains are like, they're not, they have tend to have a bland taste, so that's why we use garlic and everything to season it, okay? Okay, so I'm going to blend, I'm going to put them in here, and we're going to put them for about maybe 15 minutes, okay? So we're going to put them in here 15 minutes. In that salt water. We're going to lay this to the side, put that aside, and we're going to start cutting up our garlic, okay? We definitely need garlic for this plate, okay? And I have some powdered garlic there, but I want some natural garlic in here, okay? So I got some, I'm going to be using, I don't know, this is garlic, they're kind of small. I like this taste, I like the taste of garlic, so you can adjust the garlic to your tasting, okay? But I'm using, they are small. Okay, I'm going to use about maybe, let's see, I'm cutting the edges off because I don't like the edges. They're hard at the end. Okay, I'm going to use about, like I said, I like garlic, and there's never enough garlic. It's good for you. It's good for your blood pressure, keeps your friends away, keeps vampires away, all that good stuff. So let me get it. We got 2 of them. So I'm going to slice these up. Okay, and there we go. This is, I used to cook this up, but you can cook it up if you want. Like you can cook it up a little bit, brown it a little bit in some olive oil, and then add it to the mofongo. But you know what? I'm gonna do the quick way today. Go the quick way today, and just do it this way. Okay. But if you cook it up, you get all those flavors. You know, matter of fact, I want to show you how it's done. So I'm gonna cook this up a little bit, browned it a little bit with some olive oil, just to get the flavoring. And that flavor with that garlic is gonna go into the mofongo. So you guys convinced me. Okay, let's turn this on. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna put the garlic in here. Okay. I'm gonna cook up the garlic just a little bit, just enough to brown it a bit. And now I'm gonna use extra garlic, because like I said, I love garlic. And okay, all this garlic is gonna go into the mofongo, okay? So here we go, into big slices. Okay, there we go. We're gonna put some olive oil in here. Okay, we're gonna cook that up a little bit. Oh, I love the smell of garlic. Oh my God. Okay. So I'm going to just brown this just a little bit. Don't burn it, because garlic, when it burns, it tastes bitter. So I'm going to brown this just a little bit. And then I'm going to, all this garlic, I'm going to use it to put it into my mofongo with the flavor, with the oil. And I put a little butter in there. Okay. So just get these, get it fragrant, you know, get the flavors out. And then just put this to the side. Okay, and then after we put this to the side, then we're gonna start frying up my plantain for the mofongo. Okay, it smells good. Okay, so you can see it's nice and browned. Don't don't burn it. Take it away from here right away. Okay, lay that to the side. Okay, we're gonna save that for later. We're gonna save that garlic. I got a piece of garlic. Okay, so now we're gonna start frying the plantain. And we're gonna add this this mofongo, this garlic to it. Okay. Okay, let's get this out of the way here. So what I'm doing now, I'm making some chicken broth. Last week I made last time I made the mofongo, I used beef broth, and that was good. But I'm using chicken this time. Okay. So I have one of those little envelopes of beef, and I got some water, and I put some little bit of starch there to thicken it up. It might not thicken up as much. I might not add enough. But if you want it nice and thick, you can add more starch in it. Just bring that to a boil, and it'll thicken up. Okay. And then pretty soon we're gonna start frying up our plantains for the mofongo. Okay, folks. So I just made my this is like my beef. See, it's kind of heavy. It's like a gravy, and this is what I'm going to use to wet down the mofongo. Okay, so we made that. We're gonna start frying up our mofongo now. Well, folks, remember that I told you. What is this? I remember I told you that this thing. Okay, folks. So remember that I told you that mofongo nowadays they make it with shrimp. They make it with cheese. They make it with all kind of different things with pork inside of it. So the Duo-Fongo is three things, right? It's yuca, which is cassava. They boil it and they mash it up with the plantains, and they put yellow plantains in it, and it has a nice sweet plain taste, you know, whatever that. Anyway, I just thought of something. I don't have any yuca cassava, but I did have a yellow plantain, so I want to make what is it? It's not Duo-Fongo, it would be a Duo-Fongo, right? I don't know. So I'm frying up some yellow plantains, and I'm gonna mix it with the green plantains. I'm gonna mash everything together, and then I make the Duo-Fongo instead of Duo-Fongo. I'm telling you, this is gonna be good. So here goes my yellow plantains. I'm gonna fry them up a little bit, take them out, and then I'm gonna start frying up my green plantains. And then we're gonna mix everything together, and we're gonna see how it tastes. So stay tuned. So I just finished frying up my yellow plantains because those fried up quickly, and now I've got my green plantains. And you can see I'm frying them up, and make sure you don't fry them up too crispy, because then you lose the texture. So now they're frying deep. So they're gonna be cooking on both sides. So I don't think I have to like flip them around. So folks, I'm gonna be using this. This thing is called mortar and pesto, I think it's called, and they call it bilong. That's what it is. Bilong. I forgot. Oh, so anyway, I put some grease in there just to lube it up, you know, just to grease up the sides. So when I put my mofongo in there, it won't get, won't stick. I'm gonna lube it up good. Lube it up, lube it up. Okay, there we go. We're gonna start putting the mofongo in here and smashing it in layers. We're gonna put some plantains in there. We're gonna put some these pork cracklings that I have, and some of the garlic, olive oil that I created. And I'm also gonna be putting butter in there. Traditionally, there's no butter used in mofongo, but you know what? This is not traditional. This is Uncle Jesse's way, or Chef Jesse, whichever way you want to call him. Whichever way you want to call me. Just don't call me late to dinner, okay? So these things are frying up very nice. They're deep enough so I don't have to flip them around. They're gonna cook up. In a few minutes, I'm gonna take them out and start crushing and mashing them, okay? And okay. So I just moved them around a bit. Just make sure that they're nice. Again, don't overcook them because then you just get crunch, and you need some of that inside soft, So it's gonna be about another minute or two. I'm gonna start taking out the ones that are done and start putting them in here and mashing them up, and then I'm gonna put it together. I want you guys to watch that. Okay, so the smaller ones that already look like they're done, I'm gonna start putting them in. But I'm gonna put about, I don't know. Like I said, the ones that look like they're done, I got some thicker ones here. Some smaller, thinner ones look like they're done, and that's 4. Let's see, we can look for another small one here. This small one should be done, and this little small one should be done. And we're gonna put some of this. Where's my spoon? And we're gonna put some of this oil with garlic, just a little bit on top. Okay. A little bit with the garlic, and then we're going to smash this, okay? And make sure that it's smashed. You smash it nice and even, okay? Okay, look at that. Oh, that looks good, delicious. Okay, and then you can put some pork cracklings. Okay, and that's your first layer. Okay, that's your first layer, and you're gonna start laying it up. You're gonna lay it up, lay it up, lay it up. Okay, and you can put some of that yellow plantains in there and smash that up. Okay, just wait till you put some of the other ones. So we're gonna continue putting these on top. Okay, these ones that look like they're done already. Some of them are a little bit thicker. They might take a little bit longer to cook. These small ones, let's put these small ones in here and start smashing these small ones. Okay, there we go. Okay, and we're gonna continue doing the same thing. We're gonna put some garlic. Okay, we're gonna put some garlic with this olive oil that I created. I'm gonna put some butter this time. And like I said, traditionally people don't put butter in mofongo, but I do because I found a recipe and it called for mofongo. Okay, so it called for the butter. Okay, and it gives it flavor and it's sweet. It softens it up. So okay. It looks like it's nice and soft, so let's continue doing this. Put some pork cracklings in there. You can hear the crunch. Okay, let's put some more. Okay, make sure that's nice and crunched up. Okay, look how it's looking. Look how it's looking in there. Okay, so let's continue putting some of these in there. Okay, so I throw my plantains in there, and then I'm going to put some of this garlic, olive oil mixture. Okay, and I think that's good enough. I think I don't have to. Okay, some of this garlic bounced out of here. Hey, this is good garlic. Okay. So I'm gonna continue smashing this. Okay, just be careful because now it's starting to get overcrowded a little bit. Okay, but it's looking nice and soft. Okay, look at that. Okay. And I didn't put no more butter in there because I think it's already nice and soft. Okay, so we're gonna bind it with some of the you bind it with some of the chicharron. Okay, there we go. And we're gonna smash that in there. And we're gonna. Oh man, this looks good. It looks delicious. It really does. Okay. Okay, let's get that. Okay. Now we're gonna put this into a bowl, and I'm gonna show you how I do it. I put this mixture into a bowl. You can try to invert it from here, but you know what? Last week I tried it, and it didn't work out too good. That's kind of stuck. So now I'm going to invert it in this bowl. Okay, and you're gonna see how it looks. Okay, I'm gonna invert this, and I'm gonna. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. And we got some plátano there that didn't get smashed. Smash that up. Okay. If you got any big pieces in there, just don't be scared to mash it up. Okay. Okay. And let me see. We got another one in there. We got these ones here. We're gonna mash this up a bit more. Okay. Okay, folks. So now we got everything in the plate here, in the bowl. I mean. Okay, I smashed it down. I'm gonna shape it. Okay, and now we're going to invert it into our plate. Okay, we're going to invert this into our plate. A couple of taps. Oh, and there goes your mofongo. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at the size of that thing. Oh my God, look at that. Folks, this looks delicious. Gilbert's working late, so this dinner's only for me. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it, but I'll eat as much as I can. Come on, let's go to the table. So, folks, what we made here today is mofongo, which is smashed up plantains, green plantain. But today we added a couple of yellow plantains just to get that sweet taste of it. So they make these in a restaurant. They call them Duo-Fongo. They also add yuca, which is cassava, green plantains, and yellow plantain. But this one, I didn't have cassava, so it's a Duo-Fongo, which is only yellow plantain and green plantain. Mixed it up there with a lot of garlic, pork cracklings, smashed it up. You can see the video, you see it. And I got some ribs that I cooked the other day, and that's gonna be part of it. I have some gravy that I created, a chicken gravy, and it looks good. So let me turn the camera around. Let me just, like always. Oh, look at that. Look at that, look at that. Oh my God, look at that. And there goes the broth, okay? And there goes the mofongo. There we go. Look at that mofongo. Okay. So let's try to see how this is. Oh, and again, if you, this is delicious. You know, I don't even have to use the gravy. Or you could put some of the gravy in there if you want. This is a chicken gravy that I made. Guido's at the bottom of the feet, in my feet there, but he can't eat this mofongo. I mean, come on, obviously. Yeah. So this is delicious. This is delicious. See the pork, the crackling in there. Delicious. So there you folks, there you got it. Duo-Fongo, no, not Duo-Fongo, Duo-Fongo, and with some ribs. I made some Chinese style ribs, and it's delicious. It's delicious. I'm telling you, this is delicious. Okay, I can't stop. Yep. Got the crackling in there, the garlic. It's delicious. So there you got it, folks. Duo-Fongo and some ribs. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Gilbert will be back tomorrow. He's been working late for the past 2 days. Tomorrow we'll think of something to eat that he eats, and there you got it. So when you go to a Latino restaurant, ask for mofongo, or see if they have Duo-Fongo, and tell them that you saw the Duo-Fongo at Chef Jesse's kitchen. See you guys. Have a great night.